ABC, how you doing today? Today's my Saturday, day off. Even though it's Friday, work Sunday through Thursday, so it's kind of raining out today. So I've just had the turntable going all day, and I'm listening to one of my new records I just got in the mail yesterday, as a matter of fact. Monolink. Are you familiar? This was put out 2018. It's great. Look at this gatefold. I mean, is that just the craziest? Look at that. Isn't that just awesome? This has been a struggle to get this album. I've ordered it 3 times on Amazon, and it's been canceled, a week after I've ordered it every single time, saying it's out of stock. They're not going to get any in. It's just been not easy trying to track it down. Then I jumped on Discogs and I found one available. Purchased it. I didn't really pay attention to it. I didn't realize it was coming from the UK. The shipping was just the same, but it took like a month to get here. And when it did, I almost forgot that I even ordered it. The odd thing about it is this came in shrink wrap, so it was brand new. But when you look at, let me pull this out. Look at these inner sleeves too. Isn't that great? I love these. But when you look at it, I don't know if you can see. Can you see it in there? These are brand new, and it's got the records worn right through on the side, all 3 sides on the bottom, and a little bit on the top here. But like I said, these came in brand new shrink wrap, and it doesn't really matter to me that much. I actually just wanted their album on vinyl, and that's it. I have it digitally, but I just wanted to add this. It would be better if it was pristine condition, but I don't really care. And both of them are like that too. So it must have been like jostling in the box the whole time. It was shipping here, and it came like that. But anyway, Monolink. The guy's name, what's his name? Actually, real name is Stefan Link, and he's a DJ in Germany. Electronic house music, whatever. But he started doing, I don't know, I call it like ambient chill music or deep chill, whatever. It's just what you hear going on in the background and on the intro. That's pretty much what it is. But he's like a one-man band. He's got a Gibson 335 and a whole bunch of loop pedals and a bunch of Moog keyboards and electronic drum devices, and he mixes and replays and loops all of his own music live, which is pretty amazing. In the first place that I heard about him, I was watching some Burning Man videos on YouTube, and one of the big, can't think of it now, the big mobile bus sound system from Mexico. I can't think of the name of it, but anyway, it travels around in the outer section of the area where Burning Man is, and they just blast music all night. And he did several concerts last year there with his guitar and his loops, and it was songs from this album. And this just dropped in 2018. I didn't even realize that. I thought it was older than that, but this is great if you like this kind of music, if you can get a hold of this. Like I said, I had it canceled like 3 times on me. Monolink. And there's other ones that he has available, but they're not available on vinyl. This is pretty awesome. Look at that. I just love this. One thing, I am not a big fan of these new gatefolds. It's got this cheap paper. It's not even cardboard, it's just real thick paper. But the thing about it is, when you open it and look at it, and there's not even words in here, so when you open it and look at it and you close it back up, your records get in there and they get, the ends get bent, they get stuck in there and you gotta pull them out a little bit to fold them. Just an annoyance to me. Oh, by the way, this is called Amniotic, Monolink Amniotic, 2018. I love this record. I've been playing it. I played this about probably five times straight through since I got it, and it's just constantly in the background. But then I have hours and hours of this music on playlists that when I don't want to take the time to actually make a decision what I want to listen to, it's usually this playlist that's on. But anyway, so I'm gonna show just two records today. This is one of them, and both of these I just happened upon just by watching videos on YouTube. Like on this one, it was Burning Man, just because that's one of the things I'd like to go to before I'm too old to do anything. But I don't know. That's a week in the desert, getting dirty and hot and sweaty, and who knows what else there. I don't know. It'll probably never happen, but it's just one of those things that'd be kind of fun to check off my list. But another record I got, and I got this just recently too, and this also was. Have you ever watched a video on YouTube, and not one that somebody's talking about an album or even showing it or needle drop or anything, but you just happen to watch a video on something totally unrelated, and there's background music, and you don't know what it is, and they don't list the credits, and maybe there's a little bit of a lyric, so you have to go search it out and try and find out what the song is? Well, that brings me to the second album I have. Now, something about me is I don't really listen to pop radio at all, so I have no idea if these were known otherwise, like on the radio or on, hot lists on Spotify. I don't know, because I don't listen to that. I have my own playlist. Every once in a while, I'll just go on to some electronic playlist on Spotify or country or whatever, just listen to a little bit when I'm driving or something when I don't want to pick around. But I don't really listen to pop radio. If the radio's on, it's on like classic rock and roll or the 80s, whatever it is, but never on pop. I can only handle listening to Taylor Swift and them 10 times in 2 hours. I just can't do it. But anyway, so I was on YouTube, and one of the other things that I'm interested in is I want to get an all-wheel drive off-road RV and just go for like a month somewhere, Canada, British Columbia, drive to Alaska, I don't know. But in researching all that, I've watched a lot of videos on people, how they built their own RVs, the military trucks, and had the cabin chassis with a bit, all that stuff built and then transported over from Europe, because it seems like that's where they build the best ones. But anyway, I was watching this group or a caravan of these off-road army truck vehicles that were basically made into campers, going over the mountains in Albania to deliver Christmas presents to some orphanage, right? So it is about a convoy of, 10, 11 trucks, big trucks, and they were going like over the mountains on like goat trails and just not roads. And one of the husband and wife couple, I think it was the wife that was doing most of the filming, and she probably did most of the editing too. But anyway, whenever her part would come on and she was filming either herself or the truck or their group, or when you ever watch, because everyone in the group had their own videos and they were kind of all similar, but you could tell when it was hers because she'd have the same music playing. And so anyway, from watching that song and that music that she was playing, I was like, man, that's pretty cool. I wonder what that is. And I looked over, there's no credits on there. She didn't know what it was. And then there happened to be one song on there. I tracked the lyrics down. I was like, oh, okay. I've never heard of that. It seems to be real popular. Then when I put it in, you'd see it pop up on their videos and some other stuff. So, but anyway, I really liked that, so I bought that album. And you know, I may be just living in a cave and never heard of them. I don't know, but I got this year after finding it, you know, last fall, and I decided I ran across the album and I bought it, and that is Angus and Julia Stone. You know, brother and sister out of Australia, and they got I'm gonna get any of their other albums that I can find, but I really like it because this is this kind of music I like. It's just fairly mellow. It's not the electronic beat you're hearing now, but it's just them singing, and some of the stuff they sing about is just crazy. But the song in particular I was looking for was Grizzly Bear, if you know that song. So we'll play a little bit of it at the end here. But here's another one. This is another, it's a good gatefold. Great. There's nothing in there but the picture, which is really neat. I like it. Now this one, you know, it came, I think this crate took a ding on it. Now I knew, this was brand new too, but I knew it did say that the sleeve had some damage on it, and there was a picture of it, so I bought it, and it was like $10 off, so it was like, I don't really care. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a perfect one, but for that, why not? So, and these are both, you know, very nice pressings, same as with the Monolink. Nice, heavy vinyl. Both of them have just labels that are pictures. There's no words on them at all. The Monolink says side A and side B, and that's it. Nice vinyl. Oh, sunny out. But if you never heard of them, I'd check them out. It's really good music, and they work really well together. Their voices complement each other very well. I mean, she's got kind of like a gravelly, like not, I want to say more like a natural voice, not really polished, and she's not trying to sing real pretty and everything. It's just, you know, melodic, you know, just monotone, almost like a speaking voice when she's singing, and you know, and then most of his stuff is just kind of like complimentary in the background, and very minimalistic instrumentation there, but very, very enjoyable just to sit and listen to. This is a really good album. It's gonna be one of my favorite ones. But it's just one of those things that, you know, I don't, you know, other than when people recommend music, most of the music that I've come across that I've never heard before had to do with researching videos or something I saw, you know, music in the background of a TV commercial or something. I was like, oh, who's that? I want to go look those up. That's like one of the other, another video that I was looking for when, because I also every year go on a long motorcycle trip, and researching areas that we want to ride to see kind of what it looks like if we'd be interested or not. And so many of those I come across, and one of them was a song that somebody else recommended here on the VCI. I can't, sorry if I forgot, but he does a lot of like 90s pop type stuff, and this particular one is called, the group is the Sneaks, PB&J, and that's another one that I ran across that video, and it's in my save thing to look up that group, and I have it marked out. I just haven't got around to searching out and getting the vinyl, but I saw his video that they do actually have it on vinyl. He got that album, and he highlighted that particular song too, so that's one definitely I'll have to get on next. So, but both of these are pretty good. If you or Angus and Julia Stone, and any of theirs are good. And Monolink, now I don't know, I know he's got another album out, but this one just came out last year, Amniotic. Not sure if he's got more coming out or not. You know, it's so hard. I mean, now it's like, you know, are they going to put it on vinyl? I mean, they're all available digitally, you know, high res and all that, and that's great, but it's still neat to have them on vinyl. But anyway, short, sweet, that's all, just those two, rambling on. showing stuff I like and want to listen to. I have no real information for you, so that's kind of how I roll. But who cares? Music is good. All right, talk to you later. Bye.